Ah,
Yeah, you look like beefcake right now, John.
Damn, you got some creatine in them shorties? Shit.
John looks like a TA that's trying really hard to impress the professor. Just,
John looks like a TA that's trying to like also at the same time be okay with like hitting on the students because he's like not.
John looks like he only. John looks like he only
live on Facebook.
We're live.
We're live. Look at John's swole ass body. Oh my god.
It's amazing that John Deere doesn't have a tribal tattoo.
oh my god, can you imagine tearing phone books in half and shit? Oh lord.
Derek looks like he's been making beds and setting up pillows since last week. This nigga just got ripped off. Getting his room together.
Rotating mattresses for recreation, man.
I think John's trying to get cast on in like the sequel to Tiger King.
Oh my god, yeah, look at you. Next week we're gonna come through. John's gonna have like two big, like very tribal looking waves in his cheeks, you know, like very big, like shaved in waves. It's gonna be great.
Brandon, did you just do a fucking fade in? Did you just do a fade in, Brandon? Brandon is down here doing cinematic shit, and nobody's paying attention to it. Like,
I didn't see it, man.
He's been over here posing for like the last 5 minutes, and then he just fades in.
Let me see, Brandon.
Fade in again. Fade out on him and then fade in, Brandon. Can you fade out on him? Okay, no, you just fade the black, or just cut the black. Look, Brandon about to fade in on him.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. This man is learning how to work Zoom during all of this.
Wow,
man. Great.
Oh my God. If I could think of the name of any director besides Martin Scorsese, I would use that in a thing. I can't think of any other director right now. Soderbergh?
I don't even know what that is.
You know.
I mean, that's the easy one. You said Scorsese?
Well, it's like Brandon looks like he was at the end of Sopranos.
Spielberg's the director.
Oh, why are you saying that, Frank? Because I'm Jewish?
I was gonna say.
Actually, you know what? Hold up. No. You actually know why I said it? Because isn't he the one that made The Color Purple?
All right. What about John Singleton? What about that?
No. Stop, Latisse. What's up, Tease? Latisse. Did Spielberg direct The Color Purple?
Yeah.
He did? That's why I said it, because he made a movie that a nigga should have made, and therefore he got this eternal pass to the cookout. So that's why, not because he was Jewish, Betty.
Yo, you see that tattoo right there? That's from the book, the 20th anniversary of Color Purple. It's my favorite book and my favorite movie of all time. And
so what you trying to say? Betty, is this going to be a Jews versus blacks argument today? Is this
Here's what I am.
Are we going to do these?
I hope not.
I don't know who's going to get this, but this is what I will say is that you told Harpo to beat me. That's what
we all get it.
Everybody, welcome to Stand Up Comedy Sunday. Sucks to be quarantined. How's everybody doing?
Great.
There we go. It's lit.
So like I dipped in and dipped out because I was like, yeah, I'm mad early, but then I was like, let me jump in.
Jump on in. So we got some real funny comics lined up for you guys tonight. Mm-hmm. Some guys returning, some people you probably haven't seen before. We just gonna come in here, have some fun with you guys. We have Betty, I believe, one of our resident hecklers. Yeah, clap it up for Betty.
Jews rule.
We said Jews rule.
Jews do.
We do, Betty. We do. Hey, Dave knows what that is. We Jewish too. Let me stop before they cut our live feed off. It's explicit content.
Zuckerberg would be like, no, the hell they ain't. Take that shit off.
Yo,
oh my goodness.
Fucking hilarious, number one. What a good fucking callback. And also, like, you're right. I think he would be like, he'd have some weird algorithm set up.
Right.
Yeah.
We'd get
Mark
lost. We'd
Zuckerberg
get
had a
lost.
good
They'd be like,
point.
what page are you talking about? We don't even know what.
I've been rolling through the Torah. I don't see it here. Let me go check it out. Huh?
Oh gosh.
I
for
bet
real.
Zuckerberg gets
that's
like,
just
I
for
bet
the
he gets,
Jews
he's
in
got like
the
a bat phone, like like it beeps, and they're like, "There's a black people on there acting like a Jew."
Yeah, for real, for real.
Get 'em out.
Red fire
Let
at the top.
Listen, as soon as I start reciting the Torah, it's gonna be a problem.
How do you know
Oh.
when you're too many drinks in, you start reciting the Torah and you're not Betty or myself? You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, if we do an homage, if we preface it with it's an homage,
Right.
perhaps
yeah.
that will work.
I think that's what the New Testament was.
A lot of homages on that.
Hey, Latif, that was the New Testament, the homage to the Torah.
It was.
They was like, look at them fucking thieves over there. Remember that little false ass prophet.
Yes. Oh gosh.
Yo, man, I love fucking religious beef. This is the best, man.
Hold on. I have something to say to David real quick. Baruch Adonai Habarach.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
I knew that. I was about to answer you back.
That's for my Hebrews and
Latif,
Hebrews. You know what I mean?
I think that's the first time in my life where I'm like, I might not be Jewish. I might
That's
not.
listen. Honestly,
be
full
Jewish.
disclosure. That's from me watching Will and Grace.
That's burned into our heads. I mean, that's serious shit. You don't know that shit until you've had a 45-year-old man with a very curly beard shouted at you every
Yelling it
Tuesday
at
for your
you.
entire elementary school experience. That is some in-depth shit. Oh,
There was-
Lord.
Yeah. Well, I know it because I watched too many episodes of Will and Grace. So.
No kidding. Is that show about Jews? Are they Jewish in that show?
Yes.
He's actually
Will
a
and Grace? They're
He
both
said-
of them?
said
Yes.
that shit like there are like 80
Grace,
other shows
Real
that
Grace
were Jews
was
in it.
Jewish. Grace was Jewish.
You know what I've
tell
never
because
met?
her cheap- You could tell she was Jewish because she had cheap underwear.
Oh, no.
No, that's the joke from one of the episodes where
Yes.
Glenn Close was cameoing and she was playing like Annie Leibovitz.
Yes, it was so good. Yeah, when they had to take the portrait. Ah, yes. I love it. I love it.
Never have I ever met a Jewish person named Will or Grace. Never in my life
You don't
have I
know
met
a
a
Jewish Grace?
Hamovitz or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yo, one of my new
Wow.
whenever I go to New York now, I don't know the neighborhood where it's like a big Jewish community, but like I just
Yeah.
love going over there and walking through there now because it's like they like actually about that shit. Like they got the jaws, they got their hat,
man.
like
Yes.
the fit. I'm like, oh, these are Jews. Like these
someone,
are
someone called this whole
Capital
conversation
J,
basic.
capital E,
E.
capital W, capital S,
S,
baby.
son.
That's some serious shit.
Leave off the last S for savings, huh?
Oh, it's funny when we talk
Yes.
about it.
Yo, I want Jews to get like I wish there was like a Jewish rapper like Little Dicky. He could be it. Just get like a big ass gold chain like 80s style, and it says Jews, but the S is a dollar sign. Like that shit would be hard. Like,
Oh my God.
But guys, before we continue, we introduced Betty. I want to introduce Latisse, everybody. Clap it up for Latisse. She is our queen. She's just chilling with us. And, I believe if she laughs at your jokes, that means it wasn't good, bro. As we know from last time. And just to introduce the host for you guys, I'm Frank Neblet. To my left on the screen, I don't know if that's right.
No.
I don't know. All right.
To your
To my right is
No, to your left, but
to
you're
my left.
right.
I'm
You're
his.
talking about me.
Is it stage
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Look. And like you be like, I'm his. What you call it? No, but this is Liam Ferris, everybody. He's one of our hosts here. To my left. Clap it up for Liam, everybody. Yeah. And then to my right is one of my favorite Jews ever. Next to Jesus Christ, Abraham, and Betty Smithsonian. Clap it up, everybody, for David Feinberg. Yeah.
Didn't you ever?
So I don't know why I'm running my big ass mouth, but I'm gonna turn these host duties over to my man over here on the left, Liam Paris, so I'm gonna let him take it away.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to have all these fantastic Philadelphian comics on the screen right now. This is Stand-Up Comedy Sunday Sucks at Fergie's. And if you did catch an earlier live stream from not but maybe a half hour ago, yeah, things are a little different tonight. You know, some have dubbed this the Sink or Sucks show. We have decided to dub it the 94 Bulls show.
There we go. We the 94 Bulls out this
We
motherfucker.
are
Oh,
94
shit.
Bulls.
Baby.
And for those that don't know baseball, like my oh wow,
Stop, Liam, you fucked up.
we're
Liam.
killing it.
God
Those who
damn
don't
it.
know basketball, like myself. 94 Bulls. That was the first year after MJ left, after Michael Jordan left, and nobody thought they could do it. We've lost our Michael Jordan, who is Katanya Mosley. She has lovingly and heroically put together this whole system, and we owe her a lot, but she did leave. And we know that the world is looking at us to fail right now.
No.
And we're gonna prove them wrong.
I think it would be a good thing if we failed, it would make Kat look so much more valuable. You know what I mean?
Well, did you watch
Let's
her
go,
message?
nigga.
I watched her message. Did you see the message?
Yeah, I did.
I love the message.
No matter what.
She's gonna win either way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't read. I'm red too. Okay.
Oh.
I will say, obviously, Kat has so much value, and a great way for anyone that's watching on the live stream right now to show that is to send some money to the team.
Yeah.
We got a little PayPal link that can be thrown in the chat, as well as a GoFundMe link for Fergie's The Bar, and you can support us all to get some lessons on how to be better producers, so we can one day match Kat.
You're working it out. You're working it out.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. I think I've said everything I need to. You know, I want to talk. One quick thing is I need some design help. So if anybody wants to shout out in the live stream comments or on here, I was not planning to be stuck in my apartment for so long, and my room is very blank, and it looks really bad.
It's
So
called vanilla. You're very vanilla.
I mean, I have it so that my face will blend into the wall if I,
Right.
you know, on a work call or something.
It's all right. It's all right.
You can go purchase Liam from your local Lowe's.
Yeah, I'm a shade of paint.
Very nice spring color.
Yeah. Well,
Brandon,
I mean, even me, I have like a brown behind me, you know. That's the theme in the living room.
Yeah.
So,
Can't tell if those are your muscles or if that's the paint. I'm gonna. But enough about rooms. We're gonna bring on someone who's gonna light this freaking room up. Your first comic of the night. He's very funny. You know, I had not met him until this whole thing happened. So my baseline is Zoom sets, and he's one of my favorites, Adam. So I can't even imagine what he would be like live. Please give it up for the very funny Eric Terrell.
hey.
Thank you. Bro. Liam, that was very thoughtful. I appreciate that. I would have thought that you'd probably think I stink if this is Eric Terrell you've ever been exposed to, is virtual Eric Terrell. I didn't think I had been doing that well. Whatever. But it's been really good doing this with you guys, with and without Kat, though she's still with us. I don't know why I sound like she's dead, but Liam, it's good to know that I didn't know you before, though, actually, because I had been just doing what I usually do with comedians. I just pretended that we had met. I didn't know that we actually hadn't met. I just been pretending this whole time that we had been introduced. People are horny, guys. People are really horny. I mean, damn. Are hookers still out? I mean, they're essential, right? I mean, the mortality rate for COVID is a lot higher than gonorrhea. So I would hope that they would still be essential. You know, I had originally wanted to do herpes or AIDS with that joke, but Google shut my joke down. Actually, you ever have Google like completely demolish your joke? Like you had a really good joke, and then you go to fact check it, and Google's like, that shit is all wrong. That's not true. So I had to go with gonorrhea there. But people are enjoying their stimulus money. That's the thing, right, guys? $1,200 is not enough for those that are out of a job. Definitely not enough. So hopefully we all get that second stimulus check because they need it. I want it, but they need it. And $1,200. I mean, my wife and I, we have been blessed, guys. We've been blessed so that we have sufficient money. Money is not an issue for us. So I've been wondering if the government has been thinking about doing something else to help us cope with the coronavirus pandemic. Maybe a stimulus stripper. And I mean, how about a stimulus maid? You know, somebody to help wash these stimulus dishes. Okay, that's what I would like. A stimulus sex toy. So a stimulus stimulator. How about that? I don't know. Can I get a stimulus Netflix deal? I really need it. I really need it, guys. I'm impressed with the Philadelphia police force in the pandemic. That's a thing. With everyone wearing masks, I just can't believe they haven't arrested more Black males by accident. Okay. I feel like I'm at risk every time I got my mask on and I'm in the store. I'm like, oh, I made it another time. All right. Do you want me to keep talking? I think I'm done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, I wish that
You didn't see me actually give you the light, Eric?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I went like that. Boom.
He gave you the light. He gave you the light 2 hours ago.
I need Lamar Todd is who I need.
Yeah. Oh man, time.
I can definitely do that stand-in. Time.
Yeah, I think that's what I need.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I really wish I could pool my money to use the stimulus check to give comedians I like Netflix deals. Eric, I would give you one and only make you do Zoom chats all the time. That's the I know you now. So you'd be stuck here forever, but be on Netflix.
That sounds like an episode on the Twilight Zone, actually.
Oh. All right, let's keep this thing rolling right along with your next comic. She was talking about the Jews for a very long time. He is one though, so it's okay. She's also a clown. She runs a great open mic every Monday. Please give it up for Betty Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Betty Smithsonian.
Yeah. I gotta follow the comic who was suicidal 3 weeks ago and said hookers, gonorrhea, and AIDS. What is this? Passover? I'm at my sister. What is also Good. It's good to see everybody. I am a clown, and it's only because I can only do one sound effect. Right? I've done this sound effect for you guys before, right? Mm-mm. Done that?
I love it.
Yeah. That kids love that for 5 minutes, and then they want to know where their real mom is. You know what I mean? They're like, "You're not my mom, bitch." And I'm like, "What are you, 5?" They're like, "No, I'm 15." I'm like, "How did I babysit? Why am I babysitting a 15-year-old who wants to hear a clown sound?" It just, the whole thing is uncomfortable. Can I just comment too that it's really good to see Frank and Latisse and John and Liam all next to each other, because if I could put together like the biggest diversity scholarship,
Right.
you know, it would be Frank for being, you know, having the whitest teeth. It would be Latisse for being like a mom a mom and a million other things, but also like a mom I would like to be my mom. Is there a MILF for? Is that a MILF? Mom, I would like for my mom, a MILF mom. And then there's John, who's just like, he's on my adopted category. I don't want to ruin all of his jokes. And then there's Liam, who is part of the diversity of like mediocre comedy, but like is allowed in the group. You know, because like maybe they'll get better, and we want to cultivate young comics.
Yes, we do.
What do you think the name of that improv team should be? I think it should be called Miss Seeley's Blues. I feel like singing. I feel like
great. That's fantastic.
Awesome. I'm glad that I'm just playing to this tiny little room. I think it's better to just banter on here. Like, I'm not gonna fucking read my jokes. I think it's the worst when a comic comes into this space and reads like they're doing their book report. You can see they're like they're terrible. You know what I mean? Like they're reading it and they're like poorly. They're not used to cue cards, so they're like, I was at quarantine lunch and then I went to the. I'm like, what? No, you're not even. You've got a chance to write it out and you're still painfully unfunny.
Lord.
Well, I'll give my time back to the room. I love you guys, and this has been a fun anchor. I love John and Liam and whoever the Jew is all the way on the right. I don't. I didn't realize your Shabbos candles were blocking your.
Okay.
And go see Shitty Jews on Facebook. Right at 8.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, hell.
Love you.
Keep it going for Betty Smithsonian, everybody.
Smithsonian.
Yes.
Teaching me everything she knows, and that is why I'm such a mediocre comedian.
Hey, Liam, I love how Betty's like, the thing she likes about me is the black dudes. I got white teeth. I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit? Like, gotta be white.
Yeah. But hello, I wanted that part, Frank. I have white teeth too.
Hey, bring your words back.
Speaking of crest white strips.
That is a patented white woman big up for a black person when they have nothing else to say.
Right.
The thing I love about you most are your teeth. They're so
white.
Oh, they're white.
You missed the whole set.
I identify with your teeth, I guess. Everything else makes me nervous.
If I rolled my eyes anymore, I would fall over.
If you rolled your eyes anymore, my door would be kicked in by the cops.
Well,
there's a 3-eye minimum with any white person. That's
good, Darren. That's good.
That's what I love about this mic is that it's all about unity here. Everyone is brought together. So I'm gonna bring up the next comic that unites us all because we all hate him or love him. I guess he's ruined Philly Facebook comedy for the worst, I think, and I might be getting kicked out of now because of that. So please give it up for the very handsome, very swole John Deary.
Yeah.
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 Thanks for that intro, Liam. Referencing stuff that's going on Facebook that no audience would know about. Really tight. I think Betty set me up for failure. Betty immediately set me up for failure by making fun of people for having prepared jokes.
I just want you to come over and make my bed. Is that weird?
Yeah, well, I'm going to read these jokes that I've had prepared.
I can't.
Nah, this is actually great. This tank top has a breast pocket, so I can just keep my cue cards ready, handy right here. Got my jokes. Got a condom. Got a condom ready to go whenever. This is my breast pocket. Take some pens on the go with me. You know, when you go to the beach, you just need to have a breast pocket handy with all your stuff. My glasses will fit in there. You have my glasses in there. I never wear these. But yeah, I have glasses.
Come on, let me
a
see
lozenge.
one.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna keep. My whole set is gonna be putting stuff into this breast pocket. You need hand sanitizer right now. I don't mean to flex, but hand sanitizer in there. I got this pin. I got this pin at a flea market. That's cool. That's a fun pin. I'm not gonna put it on my shirt. I'm gonna put it in my breast pocket. I'm an alt comedian now. The internet made me an alt comedian. That's weird. If my mom's watching, she'll want to see me with these glasses. What do you think? What do you think, Bet?
Professor Deary just showed up to teach us remedial reading.
Dr. Deary. Drop the lozenge. No, it's great. Thanks for having me on your little show. That's fun. Little show. No, it's great. I love it. You guys have me back every week. I have a blast. Last week I gracefully demonstrated how to make a bed.
Up and then call us a little show. You can't have us looking down at you on the camera to call it a little show.
Little looking down?
You look very tall right now, and I know that you're not.
I was getting ready to say, Liam, I think this angle is getting to John.
Yeah, this is just very tactful.
I think this angle is making him forget his height.
Oh my
Yeah, I hope the public doesn't think of John as being a tall, buff comedian after this.
There goes my whole character that I've been
No,
working on.
seriously, John, though. With the glasses, you look like a gym teacher who's subbing for biology.
Trying to look smart.
I know less about biology than gym class. I'd probably better luck teaching biology. Let me do a joke. What's a good joke I do, Betty?
I like the one where you act like you're cheating on someone by watching porn. Did I just ruin it?
I don't even remember. I don't forget my jokes from the days where we used to do jokes.
I hope you just get on stage and put shit in your pocket. And by pocket, I mean your asshole.
Yeah, well, that's going to be my new character. And I'm going to make my bed on stage. It's been a blast. My time's up. I guess I'm done.
Let's
go.
Wow.
Yeah.
He takes the big swings, and we love him for it.
Yes.
That was fucking great.
For sure.
Oh,
Deary looks like an old-timey swimmer.
yeah.
He looks like he wears a diving costume.
Gonna go down to Coney Island and get some swimming in.
John looks like he would put a rope chain on his pit bull.
Take that. You made a Facebook for everybody to like you.
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna get off Facebook after today. So this is me walking in and telling everybody to fuck themselves. I would never tell this next comic to fuck themselves though, because they're a very sweet person. And you know, we really love having them here, even though they're not in Philadelphia. That's the great power of Zoom. So please give it up for the next comic, the very funny Nicole Yates.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I will totally tell you to fuck off. What? When did I become so
There you
nice?
are.
When did I become so nice? So should I do material, or should I tell a story about how the closest I ever came to shit in my pants was in Letitia's car?
That's
Oh,
yeah,
the second
I
one.
know
The second
that.
one. That's the last. You know which one.
Oh my God.
Trying to hit his duty story. Stop playing.
You remember that, Letitia? You coming
Yeah,
back?
now I do. Now I do.
Yeah. There was a time, you guys, when not all Wawas had bathrooms. That's all I'm saying.
Right. Right.
There are Wawas in the hood that still
Oh my
don't.
gosh.
There was
That
no
was
Wawas in the hood.
that was a crisis. That
Well,
night.
touche.
We were
I see you guys. I'm stuck here in LA during the quarantine, and it's I'm waiting to see how long it'll take me, not waxing my face before my roommate decides to offer me the use of his beard trimmer. So I don't know. We'll see how long that goes. And we've watched everything on Netflix. We watched everything. That's right, because I'm going to tell jokes. We watched everything on Netflix, and now we're down to playing strip Scrabble. Yeah, which is fun for me because he's dyslexic. So it's good for me. It's good for me. And I had to move. You guys. I don't know if I mentioned this the past couple of weeks. I had to move because I live with crazy people. I lived with crazy people. That's right. If you're crazy and you live on the West Coast, chances are I've shared a bathroom with you. So it kind of sucked. The crazy girl that we were living with, she was about 4 feet tall, kind of a popsicle stick of a girl, and she lived with her girlfriend who didn't actually. That's right. You mentioned it every single. What'd you say, Betty? I mentioned it every single day over the last 58 weeks. I did every single day. So yes. The chat really fucks me up on this thing. So anyway, 2 popsicle stick type looking girls, one's a blonde, one's a brunette. They're totally attached at the taint. So that's always a good sign. And all they do is just scream at each other all the time. So, they're doing passive aggressive things, trying to get me and Anna to move out of the apartment. You'll see Anna later. And why don't we just sit on the sofa and just laugh at them because they think they're trying something, because they are trying to get us to move out, make us uncomfortable by showering with the door open. The 2 of them. That's right. It was kind of like wet Broadway show with the only admission is feeling weird. So me and Anna are sitting on the sofa laughing at them. And she's like, hey, we should do something to make them feel uncomfortable. And I'm like, hey, one of these days I'm going to walk in there. I'm going to brush my teeth. I'm just going to start brushing my teeth. Just going to start flossing, maybe get a water pick. I think it'll be great. There's 2 things you need to know about Anna. 1, she's awesome. 2, she's got an evil streak the size of mine. And at that point, it was starting to go off like the bat signal. And she looked at me and said, I have an idea. I think you should shower with the door open. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to shower with the door open. I'm going to shower with the curtain open. I'm going to walk out of that bathroom. I'm going to walk out of that shower. I'm going to walk into the bathroom. I'm going to walk into the living room, start toweling off with the dish towel. That's right. Right in the middle of the dining room. You want to see a cautionary tale about eating too much Pizza Hut? There you go. And I only had to do that twice. That's right. And then they started showering with the door closed. That's how I know I won. That's how I know that it is burned into their brain, and fuck them. And that's all I got. Totally screwed that up. Thanks so much, you guys. And I will tell you to fuck off. I'm not all that nice. Thank you.
Right. Well, keep it going for Nicole, everybody.
Liam, you remember that robot that made its way across the country and then got brutally attacked in Philadelphia? That robot? Is it in Nicole's room? Behind Nicole?
The air conditioner.
Yes.
That looks like the robot that Philly brutally murdered.
It's an air conditioner, so I don't die because I live in the valley.
Nicole does look like someone who would be like, hey, little buddy, come on, I'll help you out. Come on, pal.
His name is R2. That's right.
R2.
Well, you know what? R2 can go.
Johnny number 5.
It was called Hitchbot.
Hitchbot, yeah.
Old Hitchbot. Oh boy, yeah. Keep it going for Nicole. And go fuck yourself too, Nicole. I'll send it back. We'll keep it going.
Keep it going for Grubard.
Hold on. Wait. Before we do that, I do want to highlight and call out a very loving fan of the show. Tanya Morgan just donated
Tanya.
freaking dollars.
Yay.
Tanya.
What's up, Tanya?
We appreciate it so much.
We'll keep it
We
going.
gotta pay this Zoom account. We gotta
That's what's
pay
up.
to shave off David's facial hair, I guess.
Don't you dare.
We
Don't
gotta-
you dare. Just because I look like a member of a high school track team right now doesn't mean that you can attack me personally.
You look like the nigga.
You look like a guy who's trying to be confused for a member of the track team. 40-year-old dude that showed up. Nah, I'm out here. No. I mean, yeah. I love. Let's all shower, you guys. Anybody?
Guys, you know those things we all jump over? I love those things. Ugh. The specific name for them? You guys are the best. I
Hey,
love
yo,
this.
Dave, hold up, everybody. Dave, back up and show everybody your shorts.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
no, no,
I know. I'm all right.
Back up and show everybody.
I already know exactly what they look like, and I'm okay.
I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it, please.
They're green with white trim, and I'll you know
I
what?
could
I'm
have
gonna
told
host
you
it
that
and
from the
have-
jump,
and-
son.
I look like I'm toweling off at a JCC.
Yes.
He's
And I
dressed like he's
emphasize
making
toweling
kids keep
off and
secrets.
not working out.
Yes.
But once again, thanks, Tanya Morgan. Thank you for tuning in every week.
Yeah, she did say if we said her name again, she might give some more money. So, Tanya Morgan, please, we appreciate your big heart and big wallet. Thank you so much.
Woo woo, Venmo at Betty Smithsonian.
I don't know about that. No,
Well,
please
Betty,
support all the
Betty,
comics.
we repping our Eagles today, Betty.
Yeah, dude. Nicole's got some too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's keep this thing moving right along. Your next comic, she is very funny, and you know, I don't know if she wants to see us sink or suck, but she is definitely contributing to the room and making it that much better right now. So she can't be, you know, I think she's holding out for us. So I'm very appreciative. She's very funny. You can see her all over or in her house now, I guess, at this point. But please give it up for the very funny Latisse.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I do want to see everyone succeed. I love this, Mike. This is my Sunday activity. This is part of what I call Sunday Fun Day for me. And yeah. So hold on, Liam, you need to change that spotlight. Put it on me.
Oh, you know I do. Wow.
Because I'm watching Daryl watch me, and that was just getting weird.
No, it's fine. I love it when they watch.
I know you do. I know you
No.
Some
do.
of my current
Go
search
ahead.
terms
It's
right
a
now.
whole thing. It's a whole thing. First of all, real quick,
Speak slower.
I know Tanya Morgan. She
So do I.
is
I can't
a
wait to get to meet
improver,
her.
and she is currently taking one of my stand-up classes at Fit.
Yeah, take it.
She's
You better take it.
amazing. She does a whole bunch of other things. But yes, shout out to Tanya. Thank you for supporting. We
I
love
just
you.
shout out.
But yeah, so actually, let's go back to David real quick without that mustache. He actually looks like the character on the most recent Jumanji, the Spencer character. I don't know. Did y'all see that one with Kevin Hart in it and The Rock? He looks like a high school kid named Spencer who switched and ended up being The Rock in the Jumanji game. It's weird. Y'all have to watch it.
I'm glad we got that recorded. That's the only time someone's going to compare me to The Rock physically ever.
I know you're gonna really splice it up. You're gonna edit it to it's gonna really be flattering for you. I know.
I'm going to open my first comedy album. It's you
Oh,
saying.
So I'm quarantined at a disclosed location. I finally broke away from my family, and I am hiding in a bunker. And because it was necessary. So basically what I did was I just put a whole bunch of food down on the floor, and then I left. And I said, you guys will be fine. You'll be fine. It'll be okay. Yeah, so I don't know how anyone else is holding up, but you know, survival instincts kick in during pandemics. Did you know that? survival instincts kick in, and you know, it's every person for themselves. I would say man, but I'm a feminist and I don't like men.
We love you too.
Yeah, survival instincts kick in. Thank you. 1 minute. And I feel like we're all learning and growing in this lockdown. So thank y'all for supporting comedy, and I'm gonna give my 15 seconds back to the room.
Yeah.
Peace, everybody.
Thank you.
Those 15 seconds are appreciated.
Thank
You're
you.
gonna use it up.
Talk about what David Feinberg looks like.
What?
Are we still talking about what David Feinberg looks like?
No, that time has passed. Unfortunately, if you want to donate some money, I'll give you some more space to talk about David. But that is a secret reward for those who want to support.
Right.
Open
That's a
these shit
secret
on me
reward.
for the whole comedy. If you give us some money.
But your next comic is very funny.
Close time.
We are gonna bring him up right now.
3 minutes, I think.
Mute.
If they need to.
He is next, but he is having a separate conversation.
Sometimes you gotta keep the house in check real fast. Hey yo, shut up! I gotta do this. Look. I'm about to close this door. What? You put garlic in it.
I hope he did. Your next comic, he's very funny. Please give it up for Alex.
Yeah.
Oh, am I on? Dude?
Yes, you are on.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. I'm in the middle of a trivia game. I didn't know what time I was up. I'm terrible. I'm really bringing down nice Jewish boys all across this nation. You know, I'm suffering for all of us. I don't know. Everybody's doing great. I'm doing fine. I went grocery shopping. So, you know, that's the big event of the month. So, you know, it was fantastic. I don't know about you guys, but driving, pedestrians have gotten brazen. I mean, they're walking in front of cars, but people are just stealing my car. It's gone. I don't know. They've gotten really amazing about it. But it looks like things are over. I think it looks like the lockdown is almost over. But even if it ends pretty soon, at least we'll all have COVID-19 to remember it by. That'll be great. Everybody wants it to be done. I'm kind of in my element over here. I think it's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. This is the best my apartment has ever looked. This Metallica poster, I won it in 1993, and this is the first time it's ever been up. So life is going pretty good for me. I don't know. But I live in Jersey City. Jersey City, we had one thing, a water main broke. An independent contractor broke into a 36-inch water main, and all water in Hoboken and Jersey City, you had to boil all of the water. And I was watching news stories for 24 hours. It was still boring watching all that boil water advisory notifications. It was frustrating. I don't know. They lifted the boil water advisory, but I'm still drinking ginger ale. I'm never going back. I'm never doing water ever again. I'm just set on soda, I think. I don't know. I feel like every radio station has been just playing songs related to the coronavirus. You know, I'm hearing a lot of The Impression That I Get, Never Been Tested. I'm hearing a lot of Closing Time. It's kind of all the same thing out there. Yeah, I don't know. But I saw that they're going to test Tom Hanks's blood to help with the coronavirus. I think it's just going to make everybody big. So that'll be good. I don't know. I need to age 20 years. That would be great for me. I don't know. Elon Musk is a piece of shit. That's pretty great. That's all I got for him. Yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys have been doing good, but I'm doing great. That's gonna be it for me. You guys, much appreciated. I'm gonna try and win this trivia night. All right.
Hell yeah. Please.
Boy out here getting a quiplash and doing stand-up.
Love a multitasker. We really do. And we appreciate
Yeah, you say something about some quiplash?
And no. I mean, why you trying to go? Like,
what's up with it?
We could, hey, look, this is a Zoom. Share the screen. We can make this pop off right the fuck now.
Uh-oh.
Well, I ain't being right now. Hold up, Jack.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, I'm with the shits. You fucking with the wrong one.
Frank sounded like one of them damn 70s exploitation movies. Hold up, Jack.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Slick Daddy. Hold on.
Give me 6 feet. Give me 6 feet.
Really
nigga.
do.
Ah, boy. The next comic, let's keep this moving right along. Your next comic, she is very funny. She's written a book, and you should all buy it.
Yeah.
And she's got it here. Oh, baby. And we got
Get the book. Get the book.
I have my copy upstairs too. I need to go grab it.
Oh, I love a supportive.
Thanks for supporting.
Yes, please give it up for Cecily Alexandria, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey everyone. You know, I'm here to bring down the room as always. I decided I'm not going to talk about white people this time.
Don't get the book.
We'll see. We'll see if my internet continues to work. This is the trial to see if is it me talking about white people or is it just my internet? I just have a thought. I am thinking about this relationship I was in. Oh no. Oh, can you still? Okay.
Oh, we got
sorry. I was thinking.
The audio is coming in great. So just keep it moving.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I was in this relationship and there were a lot of red flags, a lot of them, but forget red flags. It was one dumb conversation I had that that ended it all. Because we're talking about something and I said that I understand, but I disagree. And he asked me how. He was like, how? And not about like how, like, what is it that I disagree with and my solution or the differences, but literally how is it possible to understand and disagree at the same time? And so that was fun. And that was the moment I was like, you know what? It's time to go. So I really was just thinking about that today. And I was like, you know what? I will, instead of talking about white people, I will share nonsense. So that's all I have. Thanks for supporting.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy that book.
Hell yeah. You
Write a book. It's not all about white people.
Cecily Alexandria.
It is not.
The next one's about white people. It's called Vagina Closed. Am I right? Huh? I'm just rooting for everybody black.
Hell yeah.
I think we're just gonna keep moving right along to your
I can't say anything about that. I cannot
talk about nonsense, and
move
I
right along.
Will support everyone that I can.
I have been told explicitly about what my people have done, and as such, I am going to say believe you, and I'm going to move right along. Can't interrupt this black guy.
Charles.bandcamp.com.
Hey, there he is. All right.
Look
at that. He's an ally. You hear him? DarylCharles.bandcamp.com. Be on the lips of every white man.
Hey, if you give it to iTunes, you gave it to the label.
Yeah,
hey.
Give it to Bandcamp and invoice me, and I'll see if I can help you. And send those Vagina Strong invoices to me as well. And I don't know if Latisse has any products she's selling, but I'm going bankrupt at the end of the week. So
yeah. You will not steal my merch.
Your next comic is also very funny and also someone I'll be giving my money to. Please give it up for Alan Massenberg.
Yeah!
Hey.
Yay. Yo, listen, man. You got to hit up my website, mass-hysterical.com. I got plenty of merch, man. It's white people friendly too, so you can go on there. I got something for everybody. I don't discriminate, okay? All right, let's get right into it. Speaking of discrimination, let's talk about cops and shit, yo. I wish part of the cops training was to have to work at Chick-fil-A for a few months. Like, I feel like they'd be a lot better people, you know what I'm saying? Because we all know Chick-fil-A workers are the nicest people in this world. They nicer than your grandma. Okay, that's how nice Chick-fil-A workers are. And can you imagine getting pulled over by a cop, you know what I'm saying, with a smile on his face, talking about, it's my pleasure to be of service to you? Oh my God, that would be amazing, okay? Because I've been pulled over plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? One time, I actually got pulled over in New York, man. I made a right turn on red, and I don't know if y'all noticed, you can't turn right on red at all in New York. But I ain't know that. There wasn't no sign on the joint said no turn on red, so boom, I turned, right? And then I got pulled over. Whoop. 4 cops pulled up to my window with their guns drawn. Like, do you know what you're doing? Why you turn right on red? I'm like, damn, dog. If those was Chick-fil-A sandwiches, this would be a lot better, okay? I wish they had some, instead of walkie-talkies and batons, I wish they came with like lemonade or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And look, no, this is a true story, man. They had the cops had their guns drawn all in my face, and they were like, "Where are you going?" And I'm going to a comedy show. And no lie, the one cop was like, "Are you a comedian? Tell me a joke." This is the first time I choked. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got nothing. Okay, I fucking choked. All right, that part could stay out of it. He high on coke. They say I'm not high on coke. I don't do coke. Never done coke. Yo, you ugly as shit if you risking your life for a haircut. Simple. Like, how unconfident are you that you can't go without a haircut, bro? Like, come on. Like, it bugs me out. Like, I don't get it. Like,
Hard facts.
Yeah, I seen people
Straight bars.
I seen people talking about they like, yo, man, the barber shop is closed because the coronavirus, so I'm gonna have the barber come to my house. Like, nigga, you gonna bring the virus to you? Nigga, y'all stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man. The only good part about it is you already gonna be fresh to death at your funeral. You ain't gotta get a haircut. All right, so I guess it makes sense. One more thing. So y'all know that the Chinese people over in China, man, they don't really fuck with black people. And I know I'm being broad, but it is what it is. They don't fuck with black people, okay? So a lot of black people talking about they about to start boycotting Chinese shit, like Chinese stores and nail salons. Now I'm gonna let y'all know, I support black business, but I ain't trying to go to no black nail salon and have them ladies make fun of my feet. Okay, my feet ugly. I don't want to hear like, hey, Stacy, look at this nigga feet. No, I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, show us your feet. Sure. I can't. My leg's too high.
Please don't. That's a whole nother website, man. Don't do it.
If y'all want some feet pics, no lie.
You can't tell us you have ugly feet and then not show us. This is video.
Listen, if you want feet pics, my Cash App is.
Exactly.
You got to go to massenberg.onlyfans.com.
Oh my God,
that's where you gotta go.
I'll take it.
Yes.
I would have did it, but my girl told me to stop showing y'all my body. Okay, so. Yeah.
He like save something for me.
Hey, I fuck with that joke about the cops at Chick-fil-A. I do. That's a good joke.
Appreciate that, bro. I'm just trying to get pulled over and give me a number 2. That's all I want.
I mean, they already got the old.
They're gonna give you a number 2. They pull a gun out.
Oh, what?
You're gonna make your own. Oh, what's that smell? I think it's a double whopper. I don't know. Oh God, can I just go home?
No, man. It'll be those ribs you had last week down.
It'd be a lot more snitches if cops gave the people snitching Chick-fil-A.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They got these waffle fries. Who you bought them drugs from, dog?
See how long this line's on the ground, bro? bitch on any fucking body right now to get me some fucking fries.
Is that a cookies and cream milkshake back there? It was Frank. Neblet. He lives in. Hold on, I'll let you write it down. That's 2 T's.
You know what?
You got my special Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh God, I'm hot. Y'all making me hot, yo.
Y'all crazy, man. I love you. I appreciate y'all. I really do.
Yeah, man.
Love you.
Hello, Massenberg, everybody.
Thank y'all, man. Thank you.
Cash App.
Cash at. Cash at me, Betty.
I got you.
Don't wait for the feet pics.
Oh God.
I will also support anybody who wants feet pics of Alan. I will do that.
Oh my
Using
God.
my stimulus check for it. The next comic is very funny, and we're gonna throw it over to him. And he was doing some cool video effects, so maybe he'll do another one. Please keep it going for Brandon T. Gorin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, good. Here's a picture. Here's a cool pog I found. I wanted to share it with everyone. It says goofballs. There's an 8-ball on it, but it's like a scary 8-ball. I thought that would be relevant to people's interests. If I had no hands, I go to a palm reader every day and be like, hey, did you not call the fucking pandemic? That was nuts. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I think going forward, we're going to have a lot of us being mad at psychics jokes. And I think as a society, we have to be okay with that as like a group. Like, we're all just going to have to get that out of our systems. The fact that no psychics called this, and they also didn't call the fact that we would be like way into the B movie, ironically, for like three years straight. I also have this agreement I want to have with everyone. I think if you wear your mask and you social distance and you stay inside, I think you get to lie and tell everyone you didn't watch Tiger King when this is all done. I think that's a fair deal, like, because I think if you social distance and you just wait it out and like you give everybody their space, when it's all done, you have to be like, no, I actually never did watch Tiger King, because I think that's like the lowest. No, that's not true, because like at halfway through this, I gave up all morals of what I watch, and now I just watch grown men slap each other as hard as they can so I can go to sleep. Slap fights are a real thing, and they're amazing. It's 2 dudes. I assume that's like, and like I watch slap fights, and it's 2 dudes standing on either side of the table, and they slap each other as hard as they can, back and forth, and I assume that it's the end of the world. Like, you watch it and you're like, oh yeah, the world is ending. But also, I can't stop watching it. It's one of my favorite things to see in the entire world. So here are some things I found in my house. My wife hid these, and I dug them for a while. This is one of them, and this is the other. Mostly, I just want them recorded so that everyone always has to know that they exist. They are my friends. One of them is missing a hand. And remember, when you try to tell people that you're sending them an email or anything, this is my live set now too. It's just me not doing ventriloquy, just holding 2 dummies lovingly. When you send people emails, make sure you always let them know that everything is okay first at all times. Because one time someone assumed that the worst thing could happen, and it did. Okay, that's my time. Thank you, anyone. Play D&D online. Bye.
Yeah!
As if we didn't know
Yeah.
he played D&D online. Come on.
Go for Brandon, everybody. Like, get up in those comments.
I'm such a fan of Brandon. When black people tell white people, yo, just be yourself, we mean like Brandon. We mean, yo, just be Brandon, man. Stop playing. That's what you want to be. It's fine. Completely accept him. Completely accept it. I love Brandon. We cool as shit.
We are cool.
However,
I will
yeah,
be having
but-
nightmares.
right, because we understand that all white people have 2 weird-looking ventriloquist dummies in your house. And you want bullshit and act like you really listen to DMX. You full of shit. You full of shit. Stop playing. You better get your Annabelle on. Stick to your mighty, mighty boss tones and stop bullshitting.
Look, I don't want to say Daryl is right about everything.
Oh, I love how Daryl muted himself and leaning back with the.
I do have a puppet in my house.
See?
So
This is what you do when you don't fear the police. You make puppets. We know that.
Hey, Daryl, I'm not putting my hand in nothing.
Put my hand in what? They'd be like,
My hand in shit.
they will cut it off. Be like, he was robbing you.
So put
They
your
will
hand in the back of the head.
put my hand in the ventriloquist dummy. They shoot me down like, oh, we thought he was fisting. We ain't know what it was. We wanted to save this young white wooden boy. It's not a crime.
So true.
Love it.
I gotta assume your next comic doesn't own any puppets, but who knows? She's very funny. From California. Please give it up for Anna Valencia.
Oh man, no one in your fair city can say my name. It's great. Valenzuela, it's okay. I don't know. I'm half white, so I don't have puppets, but I have finger puppets. That's how we do it.
It's half a puppet.
Yeah, half a puppet. Daryl, I'm so glad to see that you're giving the ribs a rest today. I was concerned you were gonna come out of this with gout. I was really concerned. I was like, oh no, man, I'm gonna come out of this. I'm mad buff. I'm getting real buff. I'm getting super buff. My goal is to come out of quarantine with buffer than my boyfriend, which is going to be super easy because he's a comedian. So that'll be great. I'm just going to challenge him to a push-up contest. That's what we're going to do. I saw okay, so I saw a dude walking down the street the other day because in California, people are just doing a lot of walking around because our shit's real spread out. And so, this guy was walking down the street the other day, and he was wearing an N95 mask. Responsible, thank you, sir. But he also had a baby inside of a baby Bjorn, and that baby was not wearing a mask. And I just thought to myself, y'all, that guy must hate that fucking baby. That guy, he's done with that baby. He's going for the late term abortion. That's what he is going for. He's just trying to get that baby out of his life, which I enjoy. I've been having a lot of time to reflect on my life choices and on my romantic relationships mostly. I have a type, and that is Data from Star Trek. That's what that is. Like, I turned on Star Trek Next Generation when I was a kid, and I got a lady boner like, oh, like it's just been stuck that way. I think I've been trying to gentrify my own pussy. It's been great. And so like, and to give you an example, like one guy was a Republican who worked at a gun range. Speaking of abortions, got to date one of those. They don't go half on the check there. They really go for it. The second one is actually the one I'm with now. He is, and listen, you guys have some really white dudes on here. But I'm letting you know this dude is pan ultimate white dude. Like, his name is Stuart Berenson. That's his first and last. That's his Berenson. You know, like Trump's kid. That's what he's named after. He's so white his dick tastes like health insurance. Like, it is, and like and he's rich. So like PPO. Oh my god, I ran out of time. Anyway, I didn't get to try my new joke. But that's okay. You guys are fantastic. I do want to show you one thing real quick, though. You need to hear this. You need to see this. Not only do I have tiny hands, I came correct with tiny hands on top of my tiny hands.
Oh, yeah.
Fully white.
I'm a prop comic now.
Give it over, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's hilarious.
Puppet.
I'm already looking forward to the next week on what Anna is going to use.
I hope she uses Alan's feet.
I was gonna say, if Anna's tiny hands out.
Listen, I'm gonna use my own foot. I gotta get this OnlyFans started. You know what I mean? I gotta pay these fucking bills.
She did.
Hey, I've never been on OnlyFans, but after seeing some midriff, then a wand, and now some toes.
Here, we'll give you the. We got
Now,
the buff,
and now the
we got
guns.
the mid.
Oh,
You better
Lord.
stop with the. All right, look,
Oh,
I'm
no.
home with my wife. That's it. It's just me, my wife, and a cat. Let me tell you, you
Well, you're
have
welcome.
extended my marriage for 8 days. This is going to be great.
Anna, can you show us your rollerblades?
Do I have rollerblades? Oh, you think I have rollerblades? I did have rollerblades.
Sorry, just
I
ruined
do.
that funny bit for everybody. Ugh.
I'm so
sorry.
I've been in and out of an AA meeting. I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
I'll take that one, guys. Sorry about that.
All right, well, you've extended my marriage for like 4 days.
Yay! Bye, guys.
Give it over, Anna,
Yeah.
everybody. Thank you so much.
So,
Oh, your next comic, he's very funny. He's in New York now, but again, the power of Zoom, we can see him and his hair, and it's okay. So please give it up for Christian Manguel, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey!
Everybody,
whoa.
it's the hair is up to my
Oh, it's green today.
hydro flask now, so it's good. Shout out to the last comic. Shout out to Ana. Yo sé cómo se siente cuando gringos no pueden decir tu nombre correctamente. So, shout out to you.
That's
I
ISIS.
just said I love you, white people, to her. Okay.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay. I was looking at bed sheets today, and for way too long on Macy's, and grandmothers must be stopped. I don't know what it is about bed sheets in this country, but it's either like a plain blue, just like a nice tranquil blue, or the polar opposite looks like a fucking failed magician made it, you know? It looks like they melted the Queen of Hearts and we're just like, yeah, that's the pattern, you know? It's such bullshit. It looked like a bad magician came up with it. Like a magician that pulls a rabbit out of the hat, but it only gets the head out and can't like get the full rabbit out of the hat. You know, he just keeps tugging at the ears, and then the rabbit's like, hey, stop fucking tugging at my ears. And then he just leaves the hat with the rabbit head out of it. And the rabbit's like, I need my body, dude. You know, that bad of a magician. But yeah, bed sheets. Nobody tells you how much of a relationship is just repeating yourself. You know, nobody ever tells you that. It tells you that, like, genuinely.
Hard bars. He's stuck. He's stuck in the house. Go ahead.
Nobody tells
Go
you.
off, King. Tell him.
Genuinely, 60% of a relationship is going, what'd you say? And then the other person's like, huh? And that's like it. It really is like a ventriloquist dummy master kind of thing where you're like,
let him use you.
But like no one, you know what I mean? I don't know. Man. And like
it's the spirit.
Nobody tells you how much repeating yourself really is a life skill. They say patience. Patience is bullshit, you know? That's not the real, it's repeating yourself. It's like, okay, no, you have to say that you like bananas again. You have to as if the first time you said it meant the same as the second time, and it doesn't, you know? Ugh, whatever. You know, people like, I don't know, comedians are fun, but like doing comedy is fun, and like there's nothing like bombing with a punchline in conversation, and that's a relationship over and over and over again. Do you know what I mean? That's
talk to him.
It's a person that's heard all your punchlines, so they can tune them out, and when you come up with a new one, they're like, it was already whatever, you know. I don't know. But yeah, that's
yes, Lord.
Nobody tells you how much you have to repeat yourself, and it's like, damn, whatever. Also, every meal deserves dessert, you know? Like if you haven't heard of breakfast dessert, you know, you need to get your breakfast dessert and your lunch dessert in. Get a breakfast cookie, you know, and dinner gets 2 desserts. This is the rules of quarantine, you know? All right. Oh, my girl, this is the last thing. My girlfriend loves watching me play video games. It's actually
I did too much praising.
But the problem is that watching me play video games is just watching me die over and over and over and over again. You know what I mean? She just sees me run into the line of fire and just immediately get shot over it, you know? All right. I'll figure out the punchline there later. You guys are great. Have a
Give it up, Christian, everybody.
Give it up for Pastor Christian.
Oh my God. It's some nice hyping up by Daryl. We appreciate it.
That wasn't me. That was the spirit, dog.
Okay.
That boy was out here preaching.
Sunday.
Yeah.
How many times did I tell you that before? Do you understand how many times you got to be like, I said it, yes. Nothing. It's under the right with the crazy that is there, as if I didn't put it in the ink. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm sure your next comic is a great listener and great communicator, and we love her for it. Please give it up for Rachel Fogletto. Woo!
Hey!
Yeah!
Oh, you're on mute. No, you're not. Not hearing you right now. Oh, maybe can you ditch the the headphones? Maybe.
Everybody act like you at a silent party.
Huh? You on B? B.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you
There it is.
now. Hell yeah.
Weird. I used them last night. What? I don't know. Anyway, that sucked. All right. Well, I've been trying to make my life in quarantine as normal as possible lately. So I've been making myself busy again. So I also, your ADHD, it's real if you're running late during quarantine. Like, I pretty much made myself so busy. I was late to this, or I was almost late to this. I'm late to Zoom shows. I'm late to virtual happy hours. I'm low? What? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm too sorry. Anyway, easy. So it's like, yeah, it's like, why would I be on time to anything? I don't know. Like, I don't like the idea that just because I'm in my house means I'm not doing anything. Like, I have very important things to do. I like busy culture. I'm sorry. Like, I know everybody's like, busy culture is bad. It's not bad. It's not bad for everybody. I like it. I like having things to do. I don't know why it has to be a bad thing. Just think about it. Like, every time somebody fucking asks you to do something and then you're just available, like, you're just like, who wants that? Somebody asked me to do something tonight and I was like, I can't, I have a mic to do, but if you want, you can watch it. The same way I would ask a friend to come with me. And she said no. And she was smart for that, because that's what life is like. That's what it feels like. You don't want to be around me most of the time. So just like, let me be busy. Let me make my life back to the way it was. And the other thing is, somebody posted something about how everybody's becoming an alcoholic now in quarantine, or they're drinking too much. I just want to say I'm drinking the same amount I always have. Doing perfectly fine. And also, if you are drinking more, can we just have this? Like, can we just have one thing? We have to be inside all the fucking time. Like, are we allowed to drink, or you're gonna have a fucking conniption about it? Like, what's gonna kill us? Alcoholism, eating too much takeout, coronavirus? Like, what the fuck? Let me choose how I'm gonna die. Also, I just learned about fucking murder hornets or whatever the fuck. Let me fucking have a drink. Anyway, that's my time. Go to my website, www.rachelfogletto.com. Buy a shirt or mug or tote bag for me that says Exceptional Alcoholic. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, keep it going for Rachel. I think you can buy a pillow out there too. So buy that pillow if they have it as well. yeah, don't have much else to say besides buy that pillow with your stimulus money. The next comic coming up is very funny, and I think this is the first time I'm seeing him without a hat on in a while. So let's give it up for his hair, please. Give it up for Jake Matera.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I feel like I should sell pillows. That would be appropriate for my shop. It would just be very soft, and I did think Rachel was also topless. I thought you were little mermaiding it. I
A
was
little
like,
bit. No. Put the hair back down, Rachel. No, it's fine. Let me have this.
oh man, I don't know. Nothing I'm gonna say is as funny as Darrow is tonight. This is insane.
Oh, stop it. It's Evan Williams. It's not me.
All right. Well, I've been trying to write jokes about a tiger for months. What it feels like, and I can't get it. Can't find the punchline, but I'll try it. I'm drinking tequila, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Trying to, be as creative as possible through this whole thing. As you can see, my artwork behind me. Really, I'm just not successful in any way. But tigers. There's 4,000 tigers in the U.S. Or no, 4,000 tigers in the wild, right? That's what the Tiger King said at the end. That's what they wanted to stress, is that there's too many tigers in captivity, because there's 10,000 tigers in the U.S. And in captivity, and only 4,000 tigers in the wild. And I think I found a solution, and that's that we should kill all the wild tigers. Just kill them all. Kill all 4,000 wild tigers. Jake Matera endorses killing 4,000 wild tigers. That way we can release all the 10,000 captive tigers. And now that's like we just gained 6,000 wild tigers right there. I mean, that's perfect. Right? They can have like a little leader. Like we can have Tony out there and be like, hey, Tony, how's everyone doing? And he's like, they're not adjusting. So, dying pretty fast. They just want frosted flakes. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd like to see some tigers out there. Maybe some tigers from Florida just trying to adapt and just be like, hey, y'all have water parks? That would be pretty cool. But that probably wouldn't happen because they can't talk. All right. How much time? Okay, 1 minute. Last thing I'll say. This quarantine is crazy. I have a kid I'm very tired all the time. One thing we've been told is that like I guess you're kind of off the bat like that one day I feel like a nap is more offensive than an affair in a marriage. Yeah, I'm going there. So, let me finish my thought real quick. So because we're groomed that one day we could walk in on our wife in bed with another man. But we've never been groomed to like walk in and our wife's in bed and it's 3 p.m. and we're like, what the hell? I'm so tired. But okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you. That was weird. Bye.
Keep it going for Jake Matera, everybody.
Yeah.
Woo! Hell yeah.
At this point of the coronavirus, I think infidelity would be a welcome change in most relationships.
Can't go back to the way it used to be.
You walk in like, oh my God, you found another person? Thank God. Oh, I'm gonna go handle this shit. I'm out. It wouldn't even be the sort of thing where it's like a weird cut situation. Like, can I watch? You'd be like, look, I just leave you to your stuff. I'm gonna go be by myself. I've been waiting for this shit for a month.
Letitia's like laughing my ass off.
Before we bring your next comic up, I do want to shout out Tanya Morgan again for donating another $25.
Let's go, Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya.
Everybody be like Tanya.
Why can't everybody be like Tanya?
Liam, shout out that link one more time for the people at home.
Of course, it's the old. Oh, I gotta pull it up.
It's the old PayPal.me/sucksatfergies.
You niggas sound like bad radio right now. What is this?
At Fergies.
Sound like bad white radio. What is going on?
There's good white radio.
Bad.
No.
Said bad.
White
Yeah.
radio.
Said
I
bad.
like it. I liked what I was doing.
Jake looks like he works for bad white radio, and he's like, I don't like what you just said right there.
Hey guys, traffic's pretty light right now. Back to you in the studio.
And then like a bunch of tigers sound.
All right, we got 2 more comics for you in this first half. Your next comic, he's a super alumni of the room. I'm sure he came here to see us sink or succeed, but we all know his set will succeed on its own. So please give it up for Satoyo.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thank you so much, Liam, for putting on the motherfucking pressure, boy. Didn't have nothing to do. Actually, thank you so much, and thank you to Tanya Morgan for your generous contributions. Appreciate you greatly. Of course, Tanya is a woman of color, so that should not come as a surprise to any of you because they are always giving at all times. But this has been great. Daryl was talking about if you could see your partner having sex with someone else, that would be a welcome change. And the moment he said that, I was like, Latisse is probably hit the Holy Ghost right now and is speaking in tongues.
Oh,
That
that's
shit-
not bad. Hey.
That shit was.
You know I did. You know I did.
I know that shit was resonating so hard.
Made her G-spot wink.
Nigga, I'm telling you, if Latisse caught her husband cheating, it wouldn't even be catch that nigga cheating. It would be like, oh, the nigga has become self-actualized. Like, if the nigga's listening, she doesn't want this no more. Free her. Free her.
Came out of a leather outfit. Be like,
Yeah.
can you feel her?
Free my big sister. He don't love you. Let this go. Please. Let this go.
That's fucked up because you know he's watching. Like
Yeah,
right now, like just knowing that she's here.
Nigga, we in quarantine. We ain't going nowhere.
That's not nice.
We're never, nigga, what's nice right now? Say it.
Hey,
Say it.
my Cash App is at Daryl, Latisse's husband. I love you.
He's not watching. We're
He is. You got a secret account. I love you.
Right.
I'll talk to you later tonight. Venmo at Daryl Charles at Daryl_Charles. Sorry. Go ahead.
Did you see the disrespect of how some niggas be shouting out their shit during my set? The grace that I showed you niggas the whole time. I have come to miss things this weekend. This weekend I've missed things, man. It's been nice outside, like 70 some odd degrees. The sun has been shining. Here's how I know I've been inside too long, because I actually missed the thought and the sight of Black teenagers running down Broad Street. Like, I actually miss it. If I saw it, I'd be like, yes, please give it to me. I wish I miss Black people on dirt bikes. I miss it. I want to hear the noise. I want to feel the tension. That's what I want. Yeah, and then going from North Philly all the way down Broad. Woo! That shit will make my dick hard right now. You know. Instead, all I've been doing is I've been at home watching the Ozarks on Netflix. And if you want to see a show where white people get away with everything, watch damn near every show, but especially watch Ozarks. Especially watch Ozarks, because goddamn, they get away with everything. It's amazing. It's amazing. And they try to sneak infidelity in there like that's the big deal. It ain't no fucking big deal. They moving cocaine for the cartels and blowing Mexican people's faces off. Like, and they try to fix their marriage. They're not dead. They haven't turned state's evidence. It's amazing. It's one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm fucking spitting. You goddamn right I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh God. You know, I miss the kids. I miss being angry at teenagers. I miss it because they at home like me. And they're getting, you know what, while they're home and I'm home, they're getting way better at TikTok. Okay. They're starting to do the Twitch, the Hinge, and carrying on and all this. And I'm over here in my room yelling into a goddamn microphone through my computer when I could be doing something civilized, like watching Insecure and then masturbating. But no, I stay here with you fine folks. I'm going to let you guys know something very personal about me. My parents, they divorced very early. My father was an academic. He was a Baptist minister, and he was a prolific cheater. He's a prolific cheater. He was putting up LeBron numbers back in the day. He was doing good. He was 33, 12, and 9. He was doing big things. Big things. My dad was a prolific cheater, but he was also the worst cheater I've ever seen in my entire life. And I know he was a bad cheater because my dad got caught cheating in the 1980s. And there's no need for that. That's unacceptable. That's ridiculous. Okay. You get caught cheating now. I get it when people get caught cheating. Okay. You've got social media. You've got a computer that literally fits into your pocket. My dad got caught in 1987 via a landline. That's what did that nigga in. Okay. Like, on the one hand, I'm totally happy the nigga got caught. I'm totally happy. At the same time, it's like, Dad, you couldn't intercept a phone call. You know, it's like, take some pride in your work. You know, he would also do this thing where he would tell my mom, I'm gonna take Satoyo out to see a movie. And then I get really excited. We get into the car, 1986 Toyota Corolla. We would drive past the movie theater and he'd drive right into a woman's garage and he'd look at me and say, let me tell you something. Anytime a dad says, let me tell you something, he about to do something fucking awful, okay? And then he'd be like, you know I love you, right? Which only means he's gonna do something even worse. He would look at me and say, hey, lock the door, I'm gonna be back in an hour. And for all of his faults, that man made great time. You understand me? Okay, he never, he didn't believe in the sanctity of marriage, but he wasn't gonna disrespect nobody's time out here. You understand this? But he always it was sucked because we would always drive back to my mom's place and I'd be like, you're putting me in an uncomfortable position. You know, because on the one hand, you want me to lie to my mom, and on the other hand, aren't you gonna try to bribe me and buy my silence? Like, what the fuck? Like, do you know how to properly manipulate a child? What type of parent are you? You know, like, all right, I'm done.
Okay.
Hey!
Satoyo, everybody. Thank you.
Go.
A lot of.
I'm sorry your dad did all that.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, the nigga was charismatic. What you want? He was charismatic and tall, nigga. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
like, realistically.
You got the charismatic down.
Huh?
You got the charismatic from him.
I got the charismatic down. I ain't tall. And that's the universe. And that's the universe being like, he needs to be better.
But your younger self just wanted to go to the movies, man.
Yeah, I mean, but I got a better story out of it, though. What's the more, like, realistically, the most poppin' movie during that time period, it was like Aliens or something.
True.
Satoya, I want to say John Deere was on earlier and he was angling his camera up and then kind of looking down and it made him look really tall. So sometimes if you wanted to use that, you could.
Yeah, but Deere is really short, though. He needed that.
Yeah, I know.
That was him just working funny hard to make a better situation.
Yeah. Just a little tip for our viewers as well. If anybody wants to see him a few inches taller than they might be. We got one more comic for you in this first half. He's been talking all night and he's been slinging the jokes. And I will be buying anybody who wants me to an album of his on Bandcamp because I'm bound to now. So please give it up for the very funny Daryl Charles.
Yeah!
Oh, first off, I know she's not here, but I will give a shout out to Kat because Liam completely understands that's as angry as he could be. On here, he was like, this next comedian's been talking a lot. Been very funny the entire time. Please give it up. Like, of course. Yeah, I got a black woman has my back. She's sitting there like, what else you gonna sing? Anyway, DarylCharles.bandcamp.com. Anyway, get back to the things. Yeah, I agree with Rachel in the thing of like this past week watching all these random fucking stupid protests. I'm like, I'm about to side with these white nationalists. Like their whole thing is, look, let them die. You know what I mean? That the entire thing has been, look, the weak should stay at home. Isn't that the way it's always been? The weak got to stay inside because there's monsters out here. And I'm at this point where, look, I don't want to be home no more. If they don't give a shit, what the fuck am I protecting? Them? Fuck out of here. Like, I'm at the point where it's like, you can't win. You know what I mean? Like, you try to do the right thing and you can't win. Like, I haven't been to Chick-fil-A in years. I still miss cookies and cream milkshakes. I still miss them. And I won't have it because I'm an ally, right? Like, I believe that they hate the gays and that sucks. But they made good sandwiches. There's no taking that away from them. And I'm not saying that makes it right. What I'm saying is my life would be easier if I just didn't care about other people. And what I'm getting to is that I think most people don't give a shit about other people. That's what I'm learning this week. Not even most. I guess the ankles are wrong. Anyway.
You preaching.
Yeah, but I really feel like the other thing to say. I would sign up for any ideological viewpoint if they weren't racist. Like, I would be Jewish if they weren't racist. I would be Christian if they weren't racist. I'd be a Jehovah's Witness if they weren't racist. If at the end of the day their thing was like, and everybody's equal, I'd be like, cool. But every time you read, you just got to get to page 3, and it'd be right on page 3. It'd be like, and the dark man is a thief. You'd be like, for real, son? This is a book on veganism. What the fuck are we doing? And that's exactly it'd be in the middle of it. It'd be like, oh yeah, no, it's all vegan and we love animals out here. Cool, 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 cool. This says nude. Do you have anything in a darker shade? No. Why would we? Like, all right. Well, I get it. Yeah, I had more about that I wrote a long time ago. But anyway. Yeah, I would sign up with anything. I'd be a fucking communist real fast if I could trust Russians to not kill me when I slept. Like, it would be so easy for me to just adopt anything if it just wasn't racist. I miss Chick-fil-A. Maybe it is. What is it? Is it just that they're sad? I think that's what it is. The protesters. Is it just that they're just incredibly sad with their homes? Because if this quarantine has taught you anything, it's that the surroundings that you're in, you picked it. You bought every piece of furniture. You looked at the walls before you decided to pay rent. This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted to come home to when you could go outside. Now, this is like getting caught smoking a cigarette. Now you're like, smoke the whole pack. Now you're sitting there like, I hate this place. I've never liked it. I don't think the walls are nice. I think this floor sucks. It smells weird in here. I want to be somewhere else, and that's your fault. You should pick somewhere that you really like. And while, I'm going through my own personal hell, but my personal hell has to do with the fact that the government took away my career. And by government, I mean one guy. And the troll that is his fucking manager or whatever. Anyway, I forgot where I was going with that.
Don't matter. We got you either way.
Yeah. No, I'm not afraid of the silence. I forgot where I was going. Anyway, get my album. It's called Black Gentrifier. It's fun. It's a lot more upbeat than I am right now. Systematic racism chose me. Yeah, right. I guess that's the one. That would be what Stephen Miller would say. Aren't you happy that something chose you? Somebody had to. Huh? You lose first. Don't you want to be first?
That's funny.
All right. That's my time. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Over, Daryl, everybody. Thank you so much. That concludes our first half and my time as host. So I'm gonna pop it on over to your second half host. He's wearing some stupid pants. Please give it up for.
And right he is.
Yeah, he is. Give it up for David Feinberg, everybody.
Boo! Yeah. Show us your shorts.
Yes, everyone. Come on, put your hands together right now. Throw those likes up in the air. Virtual show. And are we all ready? I'm going to reveal the shorts. Here we go. All right.
Woo! I knew he had them shorts on Saturday.
Turtles, baby. I can only describe it is very specific as a man stretching at a JCC. I legitimately that is the description of what these pants are like. I like them. They show off. I've been calling it my meat all day and slapping my thighs in an empty apartment. So that's been an exciting time. Do you guys know the sound of that kind of a thing? One man slapping his own thighs in his apartment alone. It's a good time. Nonetheless, we've got a fantastic lineup coming for you right now. But first things first, I have to remind everyone that we do have a fantastic show, and it is only possible with your support. Thank you guys so much for being here on the live stream. And if you want to tip the show, send us some money. We've had some very generous donations at paypal.me/sucks@Fergie's. That's SUCS @Fergie's. Please support the show tonight. We have fantastic comics coming up right now. I'm surprised no one said anything about my pants. Nobody said anything? All right, I'll give you the time. All right.
I mean, you want me to talk about your pants, son? I mean,
I'm
about to say
at any point
You look like you founded the YMCA and the Catholic Church in them pants. That's what you look like. Those pants make children keep secrets.
Oh God. Well, with that, this is a man who secrets.
Those pants used to be light green until you walk past the preschool. That's
Oh no.
Anyway, give it up right now. The first comedian for the second half coming to the stage right now. Give it up right now for Manny Brown, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. Manny.
We can't hear you, Manny.
Oh, you
Can't hear you, Manny.
Buddy.
Oh, it's them AirPods.
Nigga, your forehead too loud.
Hold on.
All right, we're gonna give.
No. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me? You're good. I didn't know I was going first. I'm actually glad that ate up some of my time because I'm not prepared at all. So I want to say, I keep forgetting to say, I know David just said it, tip the staff, like tip Fergies, give them money if you have a job. If you don't, that shit sucks. Don't worry about it. But I try to tip as much as I can now. I didn't really buy much when I was at Fergie's because I don't really drink much, and I felt bad because like Brian's such a cool dude. Like I really like Brian. I've literally considered becoming an alcoholic just so I would buy more drinks at open mics. That's how much I like Brian. Brian, I hope you're out there and I hope you hear that. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Zoom is ghetto as fuck. I just think that I can't. That's the first thing I'm gonna do when we're out of this quarantine. I think is just delete the Zoom app. I think it's fucking terrible. Clearly, nobody was working on video conferencing because I don't think anyone thought this was gonna happen where we would just rely on this shit. But here we are. Here we are relying on it. All right, let's see. Let's see if I have anything funny to say since this is a comedy show. Let's see. Some people love feet. I don't know where I was going with that joke. I'm just looking at my jokes now. You know what I'm concerned about? A lot of people are getting better at Zoom shows, and that's making me very self-conscious and insecure. Because I'm not. I'm much worse than I was before. And everyone there, I see people with PowerPoints and putting in effort, and that's making me very self-conscious. So what I do is I make fun of those people and talk shit about them because I'm insecure about my own inadequacy. And that's how I get by. That's how I get by with that. What's up with all right, 1 minute, good. I guess we can talk about politics. I don't know. White people are going crazy right now. This is that's what happens when I bomb. I just start talking about white people and see if that gets a reaction.
That's the big joke right there.
They are, you know, like that's like the best filler I think is just saying white people. I hate white people, so I get reaction. But they are going insane. Like they got guns and shit at the. Meanwhile, I'm afraid to wear a mask out in public without getting pulled over by the cops. I'm just so nervous. But they go out with guns and AK-47s and all that shit. I wish one person had even just a tiny bit of melanin in them, and see what would happen. The one person was just Italian and had got a tan. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you, Manny Brown.
Yeah.
Everybody, put your hands together for my goodness. Yeah, white people with AK-47s. It is a terrifying time. I have no more to say about that. All right, your next comedian coming to the stage. Very funny guy. We've known him a long time, and we love having him in the live room and here in the virtual room. So put your hands together right now for Asante Morris, everyone.
Can y'all hear me? Is my
I can hear you,
microphone good?
Asante. You're good.
All right, cool. Everybody,
donate to what's the Venmo? Drop the what is it a Venmo or something? Drop the name.
It's a PayPal.
It's a PayPal. I'm gonna send y'all some money, but what is it going towards? I want to know. Like just rent money or some shit. Do I get anything for the money? Like I want to see Liam throw that ass in a circle or something. Like I want to get my money's worth.
Right now, or
just send me a video or something. You know?
Okay, yeah.
We got an OnlyFans. We got Liam doing the OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. I got TikTok.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, man. I just started this new job, and I consented to a drug test. Like they asked, "Are you willing to do a drug test?" And I said yes. But this was before the COVID, so I thought I'd pee in a cup, and then they test it, and then I could smoke weed after that. But now I'm just waiting. I don't know when I'm going to do the drug test. I don't know if I can smoke weed yet. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Like I feel like when I ask HR and be like, hey, can I smoke weed, or are you guys? But I feel like you can't ask about drug tests, or else they'll be like, okay, we're gonna drug test this guy every week because clearly he's a fucking heroin addict. Like I want to know. Has nobody even seen my face this whole time? Fuck, whatever. All right, I lost my train of thought. So if anybody has any ideas on how to get me to be able to do drugs in this trying time, because I haven't been drug tested yet for my new job, please let me know. Send me a message or something. I am going through some shit. Not really though, because I'm still working and y'all niggas broke. I actually have some things. I was actually thinking about this. Like I was watching the movie Good Will Hunting, and you think it's about like some guy hunting for like goodwill or something, but like it's about a nigga named Will Hunting. I don't even get how they thought. I feel like they sell movie titles. I feel like there's a dude that comes up with the movie titles. He's like, yo, somebody gonna use this shit. So he just there's a library of like movie titles, and they sell them, you know, like fucking Jerry Maguire. That could have been about anything. I haven't even seen the movie. It could be about anything. It could be about a dude named Jerry Maguire that does literally anything. The movie The Thing. What the fuck is The Thing? Free Willy. Free Willy don't even sound like a movie about a whale. Free Willy sounds like a movie about a wrongly convicted old black man. Like that shit could be literally about anything in the world. I think on this idea. I think it's a good idea. I got 1 minute. All right. What else have I been thinking about? I've been thinking about my dick and my balls a lot. Just because I don't like having them like that. Like I mean, I wouldn't trade them for anything. But at the same time, like this shit is annoying. I don't like having a dick and balls. I feel like having a dick and balls is like it's like having a heroin addiction. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels good to use it, but like it's gross and you can't just pull that shit out in public on a train or something. Like it's kind of an imperfect analogy because one's worse than the other. You know, because if I was on the train and sitting next to me was a guy about to do heroin, I'm like, yo, can you not do that right here? My mother's sitting right here. But then if another guy was over there and he pulled his dick out, like, yo, you need to put your dick away. You interrupting me, my mother, and this man that's trying to tie it off. And then I would like form a bond with the heroin addict or something over that. Like, hey, heroin addict's like, hey, can I have a lighter? I'm like, sure, man, you can have a lighter. Here's a lighter. Can I have a spoon? Nigga, who carries a spoon? I don't have a spoon. Give me my lighter back. Now I'm mad at both of them now to see how that went. All right, I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Asante Morris, everyone. Put your hands together for him. Come on, clap your hands. Throw the likes in the comments section. One time I saw a man walking around on the subway and he was smoking PCP. And I was like, isn't it interesting to think that PCP, you never think of it as a standing up kind of a drug. You never think of it as, you know, like a walk around, get your energy up, I guess. Unless PCP strength, huh? I'm not sure. We'll have our research team get into it. That's Asante Morris, everyone. Put your hands together for one more time here.
Yeah.
Come on. Where's the joy?
PCP definitely is a stand-up drug. It's like It turns you into like a Street Fighter character where you just want to walk around and punch niggas.
As you can see from my shorts, I don't need drugs to stay in shape. I've got all the thunder thigh in the world. Let's see who else we've got here. Oh my goodness, we've got a fantastic treat coming in right now, guys. Coming all the way from New York, right to your home, right to your shitty apartment. Guys, put your hands together right now for Dave Piccolomini, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello. I like that most of you are muted, so it can feel like a real open mic where we're bombing in peace. That's perfect. Okay, let's see. I found out I was banned from Instagram Live because my phone got stolen, and which happens in New York, especially if you get drunk on the subway as much as I do. It's just like it's part of life. You're like, well, it's a donation to the poor. But when I got stolen, I woke up the next morning to 115 Facebook notifications, and I was like, oh no, who died? And then I looked and I found out that the person who stole my phone posted my naked pictures all over my Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, I can tell by your shocked face, Danny, that this is 100% true. You can see somewhere in my Facebook where, yeah. So I was like, oh, that's who died, my social life. But there were 3 types of responses I got from it. The first type of message was people just being like, David, how dare you do this to me? How dare you do this to us? And I was like, I didn't do it. I was hacked. And like, you're hacked. Why don't you protect your nudes? And I was like, I didn't think anyone wanted them. Honestly, I didn't. I'm still going to pause for laughter, guys, no matter if you're all muted. You fucking cowards. But the second group was mostly dudes being like, hey, man, I've done it before. I get it. And I'm like, I haven't done it before. Don't let me in with you guys. And the third group were people who were like, Dave, you were hacked. And we know that. I was like, because like I'm a good person. They're like, no, because these nudes were posted at 8 a.m. and you have never been productive at that time. It's real. I've been doing a lot of weird things in the quarantine that I never thought I'd do. Like I was sexting in Portuguese. Yeah, I don't speak Portuguese, but she did, and she's way hotter than me, so she got to make the rules. I didn't know that you could. I didn't know I could do that because there's no way it was good. Like, do you know how hard it is to use Google Translate with one hand? It's not easy. You know how hard, like, I must have just sounded like an Indian dude on Instagram, just being like, baby, please show me boobs. Baby, I need. Baby, please give me the boobs. Your pussy, please, babe. Yeah, it doesn't. Also, you can't say any, like, you can't use any slang because you don't know it, and Google Translate doesn't know it either. So I'm just in there and like I'm using like clitoris as opposed to clit, which is awful. I'm a very giving sexter. I don't really know how to finish this joke. Like the clitoris, I can't find this punchline. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah!
Everyone. He's like a crass Amish man. My
I was
God.
about to say, man, your hair grow like that naturally?
Yeah, this is just what it does. I have gray hair.
Dude, how long did it take you to grow that beard there?
It was pretty tight at the start of quarantine, and then I'm just letting it grow out for quarantine.
Oh my God. It looks like if you rotated your head all the way around, it would be the same, man. Dave,
You like Sam Bansner if you let your shit grow out.
Crazy though, I can't grow hair anywhere. I'm like so not hairy. Oh, it's only here. Everywhere else just is like I can grow chest hair from like here to here. Like
I was gonna say those nudes based on the top of your head and the bottom of your head must be fucking. You must have Jack Sparrow pubes with fucking dreadlocks and beads in them and shit. But hey,
look that juicy sweating, that foul language making them hot.
Come on, put your hands together. Nice stuff. Our next comedian coming to our virtual stage. He is a staple of this room when we put it together live and in person at Fergie's Pub. And we are so excited to have him here right now. Put your hands together for the very talented Jay Simpson, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello. How's everyone doing out there? You guys feeling good? Hell yeah, I'm so high. I'm gonna change the F for my middle name to Finessica. That's how fucking high I am now. Guys, I'm so out of shape. I've decided that I'm never gonna have a new profile picture ever again. It's just older ones, like better years. But I've been trying to better myself a little bit every day. I kind of do yoga when I poop. Trust me, I'm stretching. This is my impression of all of you guys getting out of a car. It's my impression of you getting out of a car. Thank you. It's fucking beautiful. It's brilliant. I bought weed today. It's good, but it has a lot of seeds in it. So I think my dealer wants to see other people. I've been watching a lot of 80s slasher movies, so I appreciate my nightmares using practical effects. Do you think when the tooth fairy has dreams of his teeth falling out, he has a wet dream? I was thinking of Vin Diesel a lot today, and I was like, he was the tooth fairy, wasn't he? And so that led to that. I wrote a new song today. It's called I Don't Want to Wake My Neighbors. I don't want to wake my neighbors, playing music late. I don't wake my neighbors, yeah. Sorry. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't want to wake my neighbors. I don't want to wake my neighbors. All right, I got like a couple seconds left. This is wrote a little ditty. There we go. She's not hot enough for porno, but she needs to pay her rent. I'd say that's money well spent. It's worth every dollar when you watch her drool and slobber. Then she does that hot tongue out cross-eyed thing. Let me be your one and only fans.com and hold me like you hold my credit card information. I can't believe I'm paying for masturbation again. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Woo!
Yeah!
Give it up right now for Jay Simpson, everyone. Jay looks like a fucking UFC fighter at a press conference who just got his ass beat. Oh my lord. Good God,
He
man.
retired and was like, I'm gonna become a musician/comedian.
Yeah. Now he sells boxing equipment. You know what I mean? Good God. There's I guarantee
being in
the American public right now that Jay Simpson's hoodie has not been changed in a long time. I mean, I almost guarantee it fully. When he unzips that thing, the sound like a vault being opened after 100 years. You know,
I don't know what this is. I have no idea. It could have been from any. It's a fossil. It's
I like instead of watching the show, David's just thinking of roast jokes.
Oh yeah, absolutely, the whole time. Jay Simpson, my God, you look like if Rocky Balboa gave up with that hoodie on. Oh my lord.
The only thing
Hey,
that's different about me is my hair.
Jay looked like he sit at bars and try to talk young people out of their dreams.
How I get my power.
Oh my God, guys, give it up right now for Jay Simpson, everybody.
Yeah.
Through and through, and just as drunk as we would have known him had we not been in quarantine. So we've got another fantastic comic coming to our virtual stage right now. Throw those likes up in the chat. Throw her some love on social media and give it up right now for Danny Rydell, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, how's it going? So here's where I am in quarantine right now. I now crochet and speak Latin. I'm not very good at crochet though. I was trying to just make like some like stress balls, and they all ended up looking like they had like a little nipple on top of them. So instead of learning how to correct my mistake, I just kind of ran with it. And in honor of how long it's been since I've been in the sun, I made this artistic rendering of yarn out of one of my own personal quarantined tits. So that's where we are in quarantine right now. And television, entirely too much television. And where you got to be careful with that is, like, I'm finding that things are just starting to run together too much. Like, you can't watch a Disney movie too close to when you watch Tiger King. So in Aladdin, right? Princess Jasmine has a tiger, and like the part of the premise is she's got to get married to a prince by her 16th birthday, which, first of all, that's a horrible thing to present to children, right? Like, you need to marry royalty. Come on, please. But she doesn't want to get married unless it's for love. But I'm like, I've just watched Tiger King, and I'm like, bitch, you have a tiger. Just marry someone, appease the law, and then Carol Baskin him. And then you go back and you watch the next episode of Tiger King, and all you hear is like that bitch Princess Jasmine, and it just goes together way too much. And The Little Mermaid, like the songs get stuck in your head. So like I was cleaning out my vibrator drawer after watching The Little Mermaid, and just kind of started singing to myself like a Disney princess about it. Like, look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? I've got rabbits and dildos aplenty. I've got bullets and rockets galore. You want Hitachi wands? I've got 20. And I have a husband too. So with all that emphasis on self-care, you know I'm married for love, right? Anyway, thanks guys. It's great to see everybody. I miss you all.
Yeah,
Give it up right now for Danny Rydell, everyone. Danny,
Oh, I forgot. Please buy my book. My publisher has been goodly enough to reduce the price for the quarantine to 99 cents for an ebook. I will post the link in the comments.
Danny Rydell's book. Danny, what's the title of your book there?
It's called Smile and Walk Away. It is a semi-erotic mystery thriller.
Very exciting, a semi-erotic mystery thriller. What you would think that Danny would have written just by looking at her apartment. My God. Danny Rydell, everyone. Put your hands together for her one more time. Danny, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait for you to hand strange hard candy to children in the future. Guys, Danny Rydell, fantastic comic, and we're going to follow it up with yet another fantastic comic, a staple, a love of this room. We love him to death here. Give it up right now for Fat Juicy Mr. Jared Little.
Fat Juicy.
Woo-hoo!
Hey, yeah, Danny, that was dope artwork. That titty crochet. I did this.
Thank you.
This is a sculpture of my testicle. I think I need to get it checked out though. I don't know. I'm in a lot of pain, but whatever. I'm getting through it, guys. I'm tough. But I wanted to let you guys know that I love you, and that, you know, I'm glad that I got a little song for you guys. Okay, I've got the keys right here, baby. You guys ready? Hey now, you're an all-star. No, I'm just playing. What if I really sang a song though? I should have really sang a song for you guys, but I didn't have anything ready for you. I was a bit unprepared. Sorry about that. But I tried. I looked it up on YouTube. All-Star Soft Piano Ballad. That's what I found. If you want to check it out, that's my brother's band. They're called fucking Stinkhole. They're pretty good. My brother doesn't have a band, Stinkhole. I'm lying. Nothing I say is true. at all, except this, guys. Global warming, right? Am I right? It was beautiful out today, but it's May. I rode a bike a long distance today, and my body like really hurts. Like hurts so much. Like right now you don't see it, but I'm in like a Professor X like style wheelchair. I'm just going around my apartment, bumping into things I don't really know how to use. My professor, it's an expensive wheelchair. Got people on the bikes. They out tonight. All right. When it's beautiful out, this is what I hear. I'm slowly going insane. No, I love it actually. I flag them down sometimes, and they give me a little like ride around the block, and I get real happy. Oh, 1 minute left, baby. Hell yeah. But anyways,
Play, hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show.
No, okay, I'm done with that bit. Why did I go back to it? I can't turn it off. But guys, you're an all-star, and break the mold, okay? Have a great night. Thank you.
Yeah. Jared Little, the king of the keys and the keys to my heart. My God, love the guy. Love him to death. What a strange man. What a good man. Guys, you can only see it right here at Stand Up Comedy Sundays at Fergie's Pub. We love having you here. Throw us some cash. Again, that tips line is paypal.me/sucks at Fergie's, SUCSATFERGIES. Very exciting stuff. All of your money goes to buying me a new mustache. So get on that shit right now. We've got another fantastic comic. We love having her here. Give it up right now for May Kasem, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, May. Oh.
Did I put my computer on OnlyFans? Oh.
Yeah, that's my one. That the first one's free. All right, so Venmo me later. You make one feet pic post and everyone just starts asking you all of a sudden, So I did my research. Apparently, depending on your kink, you can sell your feet pics depending on if you have one toe or not. That is why I'm not showing my left foot. Yeah. But I've been keeping in touch with my family. I've been FaceTiming with them almost every day. And honestly, like they will not leave me alone. So now I just want to break quarantine so bad. I keep having flashbacks of when I was a little kid and my mom was a chaperone. And the thing is, she was the worst chaperone ever. You ever had your mother crack quail eggs in a theater? Yeah, no, not for me. No, that bitch would embarrass me so much. She is a way better nurse than she is a chaperone. I will say that. But I do love my mom. She is on the front lines right now. So we are out here. I am on a strange rabbit hole of YouTube videos right now. So my only thing is that when I'm watching videos on Filipino recipes, I don't want to see no other yellow bitch giving me these recipes. I want to see like a old brown auntie, and she is giving me tips on how to haggle at the market and get the best deals. Like that's it, period. Like that's it. That's what I'm looking for when I'm looking at these YouTube videos. This is really changing me. Like I'm gonna become an e-girl after this, dude. Like I'm gonna have like all these hearts down here and like snatched up nose and everything. Is wild. Like how we have to adjust to everything. Cool. Minute. Yeah. Stop asking me for feet pics. Like seriously, stop. Or Cash App me. I don't care. I don't know. Yeah.
Yay!
That's it. I'm sorry to keep asking for feet pics. All right, May Kasem, everybody. Put your hands together for one more time. And May, big shout out to you. And shout out to all of the medical workers working out there right now. We actually, Fergie's Pub, we're the reason that the planes flew over Philadelphia the other day. So you can thank our PayPal line for that. And don't forget to donate. If you see a comic that you like, follow them on social media. We have one more comic tonight, and he is fantastic. We've got a wonderful set of comedians. Actually, two more comics, excuse me. One more comic tonight, two more comics. They're all
The
going to be
short's too
fantastic.
tight. He can't think straight.
All the blood is rushing from my circumcised dick up to my uncircumcised head. All right,
tighter than his
coming to the stage, the very funny Thomas Patrick, everyone.
Hey!
Yeah.
Thomas Patrick. Thomas, are you in there, pal?
He's there. I see him.
All right.
Yeah, I see him.
I see him. I don't hear him. Thomas, there you are. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, patrons of all ages, give it up one more time for Thomas Patrick. Thomas.
Oh no. Well, maybe we should.
Oh.
You ain't getting none of your time back either.
Thomas, can we hear you?
Yeah, I think he's there.
Is it working?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Grinder. That was a feat, guys. I did it. It took me long enough. Sorry. Yeah. So quarantine is been a great way to reflect, guys. Today I was walking home from church. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I was not at church. Y'all know I don't do that. I'm a sinner. Yeah, so I did go to church. I grew up at church. And I learned how to harmonize a little bit. I learned how to skip Sunday school on Sundays. I also learned about prayer, of course, but like prayer, really to me, like looking back in quarantine, prayer was just a way to like breed privilege. Like that's like the first example I had. And like I've thought a lot about privilege in quarantine in my state. So like usually I think about white privilege with like a shot of cum, but not in quarantine. Like, no, now I'm like faced with like, okay, like where's my privilege specifically? So like prayer for sure, like, and like you're like trained to ask for God, and it's okay to just expect it. It's like not how life works at all. But that's privilege for you. And like, I'm not talking about unprotected sex either. That's not what I'm asking God for. Maybe after quarantine, that's something I'm going to look into. But yeah, no, so like privilege, white privilege brought up, started to church, but I was walking home from church. Just kidding again. But I heard a whore today outside. She was walking with this guy, and I know she was a whore because she said, I'm a whore and I'm broke. So I like her pitch. But yeah, I'll in there, guys. Thanks so much. I'm glad I got on. I'm glad you can hear me.
Yay! Everyone, give it up for him one more time. My God. And the backgrounds get duller and duller. All right.
Yeah, I obviously don't do TikTok.
Actually, our next comedian actually has some stuff on his walls, and we love to have him here. Give it up, everyone, for Sam Bansner.
Hey!
Yeah!
Look at all my roommates' nice wall art. You know, I'm sure I'm giving out the vibe to everyone watching via Facebook that I exclusively call everyone chief. And that's just not true. You know, I also call people buddy or bro or bra or chief or scooter or buckaroo. So, you know, I have a large list of white people sayings that I call. Once this is all over, you know, follow your dreams. That's what they say. Follow your dreams. You know, pre-quarantine, I was trying to follow my dreams. Like I had a dream where I added the Rainbow Connection to my Spotify playlist, and then I woke up and then I added the Rainbow Connection to my Spotify playlist. I followed my dream. Now, mind you, it was a very attainable dream, you know, because some of my unattainable dreams I may never get to, like flying, not having panic attacks, being able to look people in the eye during conversation. But, you know, I feel like my dreams are definitely getting a little crazier, you know, as I got older, you know, just a lot more unrealistic. Like I had a dream while I was like running around, making small talk with strangers while we waited for an interdimensional roller coaster. And it was just the most unrealistic dream I could think of because I would never make small talk with a group of strangers, you know. But I'm having this fear that I may become a hoarder when I'm older. You know, I've always been kind of a messy, like kept a messy room since I was a kid, you know, still to this day. You know, I just like my room's full of clothes I don't wear, books I don't read, and delinquency notices I don't open. But I know hoarding in the future, it's definitely going to be different. It's not going to be like old newspapers and knickknacks. It's all going to be digital. It's going to be digital hoarding. You know, it's just going to be like screenshots and GIFs and Instagram stories and all that. So I can just see, you know, my family in like 30, 40 years, you know, trying to help me declutter while I get into a fit of hysterics while, you know, they try to delete my favorite cat meme. So, you know, you can hoarding on A&E 2050, starring this guy right here and this nice Philly fanatic art behind me. So that's my time. Thank you for having me, Fergies, as always. Donate to their PayPal. Follow me on the Instagram. It's my name. And that's that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. Sam Banzer, everyone. Guys, give it up for all the comedians that you've seen tonight, huh? Put your little hands together. Your tiny little hands, huh? Guys? Anyone? No? Come on. Help me help you. Let's talk about it. I love being here. I love that you guys are all here with me. And
Hi, Jay.
may I say that it's a community event. Do you guys love it? Daryl, how are you feeling at the end of all this? I'd love to have your commentary in.
Me? You don't love to have my commentary in. You need it. I'm really not that full of myself. I'm having a great time. This is fun. You know, something to do on Sundays. Yeah. It makes me remember that it's Sunday.
It's something to do on Sundays, right? That's the nice stuff. Guys,
It's not like the season finale of Westworld's happening.
Well,
or episode 5 and 6 of the Last Dance documentary. But,
Hey,
well, you know,
story's on in like 15 minutes.
I'm just saying. Thankfully, there's on demand, and with that, we say thank you so much for tuning in.
Well, there's actually I've made a slight mistake. Later in the show here, and we're gonna have one more comic on. We love to have her here. Give it up right now for Zoe Dixon, everyone.
Yeah.
Spin that pussy.
I thought I was going on. Oh.
Yeah.
I just came here to talk about how I want to install one of those big fake butts so I can make money on Instagram real soon. I think it's an untapped market for me. I think I come off as very docile, very nice, but I want to come off as someone who would rob men for their money after poisoning them, if you will. So that's basically the journey that I'm on. I'm basically here for suggestions. If you guys have any, like, please let me know, put them in the chat. I have like a regular size button now, but if you guys could Venmo me, I'm trying to raise $9,000. Just $9,000 for a Brazilian butt lift. Please stop giving to all these charities. Venmo me instead for my plastic surgery fund. I don't have much enthusiasm. I think that's a big reason why I can't be an Instagram girl, because I look real angry all the time. But that's just the face I was born with. I might get a facelift too, so I'm gonna have like a really tight face. So I'm always smiling. But ass is really expensive, and $9,000 is the low price. if I could get I could probably get a cheaper one for $5 in a hotel room, but that's really bad for your health. So we'll see. I'll be working for Fashion Nova this time next year. No more comedy for me. Hoping for the best. I think I would find happiness in a fake ass if I got like a fake body. Like now I just dress all baggy. Why? Average body. Instagram model body. I dress in tube tops and those fluorescent biker shorts girls wear every single day. You would not be able to tell me to change. So please Venmo me. It's Zoe-Dixon-1 and help me get to $9,000. Thank you. That's all I got to say.
Listen, everyone, $9,000 away from a fake ass, but you could have this lower half of my body because all I've done, kosher eating. 24 years now of kosher eating, and you too can have pale thighs like mine. It's been a fantastic time. I love running. I love jumping. I love sitting nervously in my apartment. I'm so sweaty right now. Someone, please, chime in.
Running from the 80s.
Oh, good God.
It's like you're auditioning to be a cancer patient.
I'm gonna shave the rest of my head tomorrow.
Extra in Philadelphia.
I mean, that's tough coming from Daryl. It looks like he just started doing light bulb drugs.
Oh God, Dave Piccolobini is still here somewhere.
I don't know what a light bulb drug is, David. I'm sorry. I don't share your culture.
Let me make some of these announcements, and then we can all shit all over each other. Guys, that has been our show this evening. That has been my portion of our show, but there is more show to come. Tonight at 12 o'clock midnight, we have our post show called Outside the Mic with Kat Mosley, who is the patron saint of this mic. She does everything for this mic. We owe her so much. If you tune in, you are guaranteed to have a fun time. You'll see it.
The Talking
There will be
Dead.
comedians chatting, and it's going to be just like when we chat outside of a mic. And
That is our Chris Hardwick. Yes.
what's that? Oh,
Piccolomini asked if it's like the Talking Dead, and I was like, yes. And Kat is our Chris Hardwick. Yes.
Yeah.
with just
Give us some points. That's how
About
she
as
said.
likable.
oh, everyone, unmute yourself. Liam, how's it going? Frank, how's it going? My God, I'm sweating.
I'm
my
good,
ass.
man. I'm good. It was fun tonight. It was fun.
Yeah, that was a hell of a show.
I want to hear more about Danielle's crochet titties.
Yo.
Hey, how long did it take you to crochet a titty?
Well, I don't know, maybe an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Quick.
You just got to fill it up.
Do they come in bigger?
I just learned to do this like 2 days ago, but like I've already ordered other colors of yarn.
Uh-oh, she inclusive. Okay.
I can take custom orders for like your personal favorite tits.
Can you make me a pride flag titty / hacky sack?
I'm surprised we never came up with titty hacky sack.
Yeah.
Are you
I
endorsing?
have time, so.
Damn, like goddamn.
If them white kids in my high school had a hacky sack that looked like a titty, do you understand how many knee tricks I'd be able to do?
Daryl, I will happily make you a hacky sack titty. Just let me know how big.
All right, we just take that. We take that to the inbox. We're gonna take that to the inbox. That's an inbox conversation. But we cool. Yeah, we ain't sharing screens, right? Nah, don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about that.
Danny, can I order an eggplant?
I do have some new projects in mind.
Yes.
Eggplant seat cushions. Oh, yeah.
Hey Zoe, Daddy offered to crochet you 2 butt cheeks. Now, I don't know if she's gonna charge 9,000, but
I would take it. I would put them inside my leggings. I would put them inside my leggings, and then I would be like, I can't say it's new.
just grandma.
It's built-in cellulite. You'd be like, what is that?
Yeah.
Oh, you going for the booty? I'm going for the VPL.
Yeah.
Them dimples is what God gave me.
Yeah.
You just got to say body positivity. Shut everybody up.
Somebody shoot you in the ass with a shotgun? What happened to you?
A huge ass and then camo sweatpants.
Oh shit. Sam, what you down there doing? You ain't looking at nothing. Sam, what you looking at, Sam?
Oh, the TV.
What's on the TV? No shit. What's on the TV?
Rick and Morty.
Oh. Is that a cat down?
Yeah, that's James Bond. He hates being picked up.
Pussy?
Being picked up. He doesn't like it at all. Dude, you trying to scratch me? Come say hi. Say what's up.
What up, Bond?
Jimmy B.
Yo, Jared.
He's like, this is bullshit. I hate it. Get the fuck off me. I don't even fuck with you like that, son. You fed me already. Go fuck yourself.
Oh man. I love this. I love when it gets quiet. Because you know what that means?
Y'all know who I've been missing, y'all? You know who I've been missing? Has anyone seen Courtney?
Yeah.
Oh, Courtney and I? He's supposed to be
how
nice, but
Courtney
his
doing?
Wi-Fi trash and shit. That nigga was like, yeah, I do the mic, and then he hit me up. He was like, nah, bro, it's doing crash to me, and then he come back. I can't get it back. I can't get
You
it
try
back.
to use that high school student Wi-Fi. It don't
Yeah.
work.
Oh
This nigga running his internet through Power School.
He's not in the parking lot, is he?
Oh, Danny got a kitty.
Oh my god, I like
Henry
that.
David
Yeah. Hey, Kitty. Oh, that's a cool name.
Oh, I like that cat.
Oh, wait a minute. We saw, what's the name again? We saw them last week.
Oh, you met Crimpet.
Yeah, we met Crimpet. Oh, what's up, Crimpet? Crimpet.
Crimpet's here. Crimpet,
Crimpet.
everybody says hi.
I will feed that cat Crimpets.
Did
Slow
that
him right
one.
up.
I thought it would be funny, and then he actually like tore into the thing, and I was like, okay.
Oh boy.
And nigga's like, I see why you called me this. This is delicious.
Next week, I'll bring some alley cats behind my house and to the mic.
I bet. I bet you got a cat. Oh.
That smells.
Practice on my volume control.
It's like a Zoom staple now, like whether it's an open mic or like a business meeting or whatever.
Showing your cat?
That the cat will just walk across in front of you.
Oh yeah, cool. Got to be.
Just
It's got that.
That's
big
what they're here for. Just to completely ignore your plans.
Jared looked like a Puerto Rican extra in a 1970s crime film. What the fuck is he's just hanging around in the back of a drug deal or some shit.
Damn, I don't make the drug deals. I just hang out at them.
Yeah, you just hang out at drug deals. You know?
hobby.
Oh man.
Negotiating.
Oh, this round two. Strike two right here. Got quiet again. Next one and I'm out. I promise you.
No.
Because I started The Wire this weekend, and I want to go watch The Wire.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I can't wait for you to see that. Just, you know.
Nigga, I have never wanted any character in all of television to win more. I never want to see a character win more than Bubbles. I want that nigga to win so bad.
Oh yeah, Bubbles, he wins. It's nothing but winning for Bubbles, boy. I mean, if anyone's walked away from The Wire, they go, man, Bubbles, he won the whole time.
Success after success after success.
I mean, honestly, so I mean, spoiler alert, he actually does. Okay, all right. Well,
Oh no.
2002.
if you focus on Bubbles, you're gonna have a great time. It's
Yo, Bubbles has captivated my heart, son. Him and the little relationship between the two dumbass fuck up cops, Herc and what's the other one's name? Herc and what's everything, the black and white
Herc and
cop.
the black guy.
And the teenagers
Yeah,
that
he's
arrested.
He reminds me of fucking the dude that married Sandra on fucking the Cosby Show.
Kravitz. No, Elvin.
Elvin, yeah, he reminds me of Elvin, but I can't remember that guy's name. But yes. They're in there the whole time. Yeah, no, the fucking Herc's arc is great, and that dude's arc is great. Oh, dude,
Season 4
I'm
when they
jealous
go
of
to
you.
school.
That's season 4. He's on season 1. There's so much more.
Yeah, you're only on season 1. Jesus, dude.
Right? Like, oh, there's such a and dude, you know, this isn't really a spoiler. Season 2 is way better than you're gonna think it is when you're done watching it.
Yeah, you'll like it better the second and the third time you watch it.
5 is probably the worst, but you needed
That's
to wrap
usually
up.
what happens. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, they knew it was over, but the way that they wrote it, like after season 3, they weren't even sure it was gonna come back. And then David Simon was like, "No, I got something for y'all," and then he dropped the blueprint. Like season 4, dog. Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
that's schools and incredible.
Oh, I live here now, and I still think of season 4, dog. It's woo. Oh, I've been in schools. It's not. Oh, season 4. Yeah. Oh, best season of television, pretty much ever.
Yeah, 3 and 4 are both like just like insane.
I can't wait now. I plan to get to season 4 by tomorrow.
Honestly, deadass. The first episode I ever saw was I don't want to give it away. It was in season 5, and then as season 5 was ending, I watched the entire series to the point where I was up to date by the last episode. So yeah, I
You
watched.
wasn't playing. You was trucking through.
No, we were getting to like 3-4 in the morning, just fucking.
No, I woke up at 6 a.m. on like Saturday, and I was like, damn, because I've been getting sleep. I was like, what do I do? They watched The Wire. I was like, bet. I just took my multivitamins and just sat there at like 6 in the afternoon or 6 in the evening and just watched The Wire.
Even the fucking theme song is better on season 4 when they get the kids singing that shit. God damn, son.
First season's the best theme song for sure.
No. Season 1 has a really good one, but when the season 4 though is it just everything is perfect about that season. Anyway,
They
man,
got kids singing.
it's all about the man.
I feel like I can't
Anyway.
talk about how good season 4 was without spoiling season 4.
He's still season 1. Let him enjoy Wallace. Let him enjoy it all. You know.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Well, Daryl, this is a good time to point out that Gray Hoodie looks like Steve Earle, like a young Steve Earle. The guy from the drug addict. Never mind. Okay, that was too deep of a reference.
I think so.
He's the white guy that helps out Bubbles.
Oh, you talking about Jay? Oh, yeah. I see what you mean, but the tone is off. But I get what you're talking
Is this
about.
the white dude in the first season? That's his buddy that got his ass whipped?
Mm-mm.
Different white guy. Oh, never mind. Okay.
No, he hasn't even shown up yet. And boy, when he shows up, man. Anyway, look, it's better that I just. That's what he's saying. Yes, that is exactly what he's saying.
I look like you if you were a drug addict. Stay clean, bro. This is your future.
Hey, man. Look, you got a box spring. You're doing way better than that dude, son. You better stay away from the stuff, cause your boy,
From that shit.
boy Bubbles.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
I love how throughout the first season, the black in the middle of Bubbles' lips gets darker and darker and darker. And I'm like, stop it, dude. You ain't have no lips left.
Guys, we gotta move over to the second portion of the show, which is the Outside the Mic with Kat Mosley. So if anybody's still watching the stream right now, you can jump over. That's going to be coming through. It's going to be a bunch of comedians all hanging out, all chatting just like this. But for right now, we've all got to log off. I hope to see everybody over there. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.